Hi, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Leah Love, and please go ahead and subscribe, and at the end of the video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I make a video. Today we will be reviewing the 12 Days of Ciate. I really love this, and I picked it up after Christmas because, hey, Christmas sales are awesome. And it really gives you a great overview of what Ciate has to offer. So I created this look with this box. So if you like it, please keep on watching. Okay, so here we are with our Ciate 12 Days of Ciate London. I already took a peek into what's in here, so I already know. And some of them I've already placed in my Z palette. But I wanted to go over the cute packaging and the items that are still in here that I haven't taken out to put into my Z palette. So what I do is when you open it up, it comes like this. It had a little paper fold out in it, but that one escaped somewhere when I was being nosy and couldn't stand myself to wait for this video. But, so what it has in it, it has 12 different Ciate items, and they're super cute boxed. And I got this, after Christmas, and I really have been dying to try it out, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to wait till the video, and yeah, I kind of snooped, so, but I'm glad I did, because I was able to put things into my Z palette that I needed to put in. So we're going to start with number one, and we're going to work our way around. Number one, it says, put on some lipstick and live a little. These are the cutest little sayings. And in this one is the Ciate pinup. These formulas are like moussey and really nice to use. I really, really love them. Then I'm going to put that back. I'm going to try to put them back and stay organized with putting them back after I take them out. But I'm taking the product out each time. And this is, I could stop buying makeup, but I'm not a quitter. Well, that's exactly how I am. I'm not a quitter when it comes to makeup especially. And so number two is the makeup melter. It is the cutest little, and it's a legit, like, I think, yeah, that's a glass bottle. Hello. And it is a balm. And I've never tried this before, but obviously I'm not going to use it on this video because, I mean, I'm putting on the makeup to put it on. I'm not putting it on to take it off. So, we'll put that over there for another video. I've seen a lot of people do how they take off their makeup. I have multiple ways of taking off my makeup. So if you're interested in my skincare routine or any of the products that I use for skincare, drop me a DM on Instagram, or just leave it in the comments below here. My handle on Instagram and Facebook, and of course here and Twitter, is @loveofmakeup2017. Love is my middle name. It's not made up. It's actually my real middle name. So that's what I usually use as a handle. So moving on to number three. I think this one is another lipstick because it says Liquid Velvet Bar. And so on the back of this it says, be as bold as your lipstick. Hello, I guess I'm right. And the reason why that's said Velvet Bar is because they're called the Liquid Velvets. And they really do look very velvety and nice on your lips when you use them. This one's in the shade Delight. It's much lighter than the other one that I got, called Pinup. This is definitely more of a mauve color. And then, let's see if I can keep this in order here. So, 3, 4, okay. 4, let's see. Oh, I did not leave a product in here. This is one of the ones I had to put into my Z palette. But on the back it said, home is where your makeup stash is. Isn't that the truth? So what was in this one is actually one of the eyeshadows Now they give you 3 eyeshadows and a highlighter, which is fantastic. This is called Dainty, this is Unconditional, and this is Fierce. And the highlighter is called Moon Dust. I absolutely love them, but as you can see, I had to put them in one of my extra Z palettes because I couldn't just have them like flopping around everywhere. You know, I had to be able to get to them. So next on to 5, and this says Rock and Coal. Instead of rock and roll, it says rock and coal. So it says just wing it. Life, eyeliner, everything. How cute. And this is their kohl eyeliner in black. It says 097. And on one end is the liner portion. And the next end is this angled brush type, which usually, you know, you buy an eyeshadow, not an eyeshadow, you buy an eyeliner, and it has that smudgy tip on the side that has that. So I think that's kind of brilliant because you can pull it out and smudge it into a winged effect better. Alright, we're moving on to number 6. Number 6 has this cute little bow on it. It says, never ask a girl with winged eyeliner why she is late. Isn't that the truth? Hello. Oh my goodness. Because eyeliner takes so long. Your very typical felt tip. I have not used this, but I'm really excited to try it. It's called Fierce Flicks. Oh, that's fun. So, back into the box goes. I got a box of mini boxes. So, if you guys have tried out any Ciate products and you have a favorite, like I said, you can always message me or leave a message down below on the descriptions and let me know what you like of their products. What's your favorite Ciate product? This is number 7. It says, on a bad day, there is always lipstick. That's true. And this one is called Oh Honey. Now this one's more of a, it's a neutral for sure, but this is more of like a warm neutral compared to the other ones if you take a look at it. Oh Honey, and this is Delight, and then this is the pinup. You see how that is? I mean, they gave me a beautiful shade range of nudes, and I love that. So, over to 8, which is Ooh La La. Blending is my cardio. Now, if you see this box, this is what Unconditional was in. So, Dainty was in one, and then Unconditional, which is this color, was in that one. And, of course, blending. Hello, what do we have to do with eyeshadows? Blend, blend, blend. Okay, now moving on to number 9. Again, a small little box which had the Fierce inside of it. And Fierce is like a purpley type color, and it's really glittery, shimmery. It's got bigger chunks, whereas Dainty is more pearlized. And I just think this is really, really cute packaging for all of them. I left actually the little carton in here, as you can see. It's like, it came like this. And if you look at it, it came like this. And it had a little plastic thing in it, and it was really cute. So on the back of this it says, success is the only option because I like expensive makeup. I love these little things. They're so cute. Okay, now after 9 we have 10. See? I'll tell you I never teach you anything on my channel here. I'm teaching you guys how to count to 12 right now. It says, dream big. I woke up like this. Flawless. I wish I woke up flawless. Let's tell you what. My husband says I do, but he's a little biased. This had this beautiful moon dust highlighter in it, and it's just a beautiful color, and I'm really looking forward to using it. And then number 11. Hello, 11. 11 has, on the back of it, it says, too glam to give a You know what I'm saying here. Okay. It has their bamboo bronzer, which is so cute. Now, I knew this was in here, and so I did not actually put any bronzer or contour on because I want to try this guy out. It could actually be used as transition color. Look how gorgeous that is. That's a beautiful color. Oh my goodness. It looks like it could be very buildable for a bronzer. Alright, so now last but most certainly not least, we have Wow 12. Okay, the only drama that I enjoy is my lashes. Yes, that is true. So this must be their Wonderwand. Why can I never say that right? I don't even understand. Their Wonderwand mascara. This has a very similar applicator to Better Than Sex and Lash Paradise type. If you can see it, it's got that hourglass type fluffy applicator. I'm very interested into using that. Okay, so that is our 12 days of Ciate. How about we get started on trying some of this out? Let me get this situated and I'll be right back. Okay, since the eyeshadows didn't have a setting one, I'm going to go ahead and dip into this yellow one right here and just set my eyelids. I put primer on them, so we're just going to go ahead and set them up nice. Okay. Now, moving on to the next, I'm going to take, I'm going to go ahead and take Unconditional and use it as my transition color, and I'm going to put it on a fluffy brush. This is my Pro Studio BH Cosmetics one, it's number 5, and I use this a lot with my transition shades. Now, this is going to be a darker transition shade, I'm getting the feeling. It does have quite a bit of fallout, so just be aware of that when you're putting on your makeup. And go ahead and tilt your head back. Now, you guys have heard me on numerous occasions say, when you have hooded eyes, like I said, I can't talk today, what's wrong with me? Tilt your head back, and it gives your eyes more area to work on. That's why usually I hold a handheld mirror. Now this is going on really, really well. Yeah, I like that. That looks good, right? And that's the main transition shade. I'm keeping it a little bit higher than my natural crease. And I'm going to dip back into it and work on the other eye. And I'm extending it ever so slightly to elongate my eye. Make sure it's blended. Now, I'm taking a much smaller brush. It's denser. It's just a lot smaller. If you want to look at it, you can see how much smaller it is comparatively. And this is my Rose Quartz collection of my BH Cosmetics number 7. And I'm going to dip that into the Fierce color, this purple color right here. I'm really interested in trying this out. Ooh, a lot of fallout. Okay, I see you, Ciate. And I'm going to work on the outer corner. Now, let me tell you something. Just because something has a whole lot of fallout does not have anything to do with the product, as in, like, if it is going to have pigment or if it's going to work really well for you. It's just something you need to be aware of when you're using the actual product, because otherwise you can be putting on foundation and then have a lot of fallout and then just be really super bummed about it. And I'm only carrying this ever so slightly in to bring it in, but I'm keeping it much lower than my transition shade. And again, I'm dragging it out ever so slightly, just a little bit. Focusing that outer V. We're going to move on to the other eye. Right now I'm really loving this collection that they gave me with eyeshadows. I mean, like I said, just because something has fallout does not mean that it is not a good product. Ciate has consistently made great products. And I mean, these eyeshadows are beautiful. And everybody's different in their preference. Sometimes I like heavily pigmented eyeshadows, and sometimes I want to be able to build up what I'm working with. And these have pigment, and yet you could still build them up. So I'm going to take this smaller brush by Smashbox. It does not have a number on it, but I'm going to go ahead and use it underneath my lash line right here and here. And I'm going to bring down Unconditional and Fierce, because you really want to work with what you have up here and kind of bring it down there so you can have a nice blended look. Also, I like to take my blender brush or my transition brush, whichever one you want to call it, and go back over and kind of help blend out this whole situation that I have on my eyes to make sure everything's nice and blended and smooth and transitioning properly and all that. So we look good there. Now I'm going to take this. It's what is wrong with me today? I cannot talk. It is a much denser brush than the other ones. So I'm going to pop it into Unconditional. And with this, I'm not going to change brushes. I'm just not. I'm going to pop this underneath here. And bring it there. And once again, the same thing. Very nice. Okay. Now, remember, with purples, this Fierce color, if you have any type of fallout, you have to be so careful, because if you leave fallout on the underneath, it will make your eyes look dark. And let me tell you what, I have already color corrected these under eyes, and I do not want to leave it with fallout. Just darkens it up a little bit, adds some nice full transition of the eyeshadow colors, and then just blend out the edge. Just blend it out. You have to excuse the noise. I have construction going on across the street from me. They're fixing up the house. They've been putting on the roof and doing some other. Okay, now on to our dainty color. I'm going to take a very small packing brush, and I'm going to dip it into here. And I mean, this looks like a really beautiful color. It's much different in consistency than actual Fierce. It doesn't have as much fallout. So I'm going to go ahead and just pack this on to my lid. I do feel fallout happening on my upper cheeks. But this goes on much differently. Do you see how much smoother that went on? I really like that. That's very, very, very pretty. It's creamier or something. Maybe it's because the other one has more chunky pearlized looks, and this is just this very smooth pearlized look. It's a very pretty color. I like that a lot. I'm going to take a little bit more on my finger, like pop it more on the inside. Your fingers can sometimes be your best tools for makeup. Okay, yeah. I really like that. That's very pretty. So, what I'm going to do is, so now that the eyes are done, they are pretty much finished here. I'm going to add some bronzer, and I'm going to use it as my contour as well. So I'm using this Luxie brush, Luxie 504 large angled brush. I'm going to use it as contour and to warm up my face. This looks like a very light bronzer. It's called their Bamboo Bronzer, and it's very light. And it does have a kind of a yellow undertone, which is very interesting to me. I found a lot of bronzers have more of the pinky undertone or even a red undertone. Okay, if you see this, it's definitely buildable. It's really good to just kind of work into your skin tone. It's definitely not harsh at all. Let me see what it does to my jawline, because let's just be real, we always want to do the jawline. I'm not 20 anymore. Gonna bring that jawline back. Yes. Okay, there she is. There's my jawline. Okay. Whew. That was a close call. I was worried there for a second. Not really, but yeah, I always do my jawline. When I contour, I always do my jawline. Okay. Well, okay. Well, the next step, I do love that. It's very pretty, and it was really easy to apply, and I really enjoy bronzers that can be built up because I can script a bronzer really easy. Yeah, that worked out good. I really like it. When you guys see me looking down, I'm looking into a mirror, or I'm looking into the camera, or something like that. Okay. On to finishing up the eyes. Also, there is not a blush in this wonderful package that they gave me. So I'm actually going to throw on a little bronzer So I'm actually going to throw on a blusher that I have. I'm probably going to use a little Tarte one and to pink up my cheeks, but to go along with this little purpley vibe that I have going on. And then I'll be right back to put on some eyeliner and mascara. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out the Wonder Wand Ciate, the Gel Kohl Liner is what it's called. And I'm just going to hit my bottom lashes with it really, really lightly. I don't want a harsh line there, and I'm not lining my waterline. I'm just using this to tight line my lashes, which will help give me a more full lash, lower lashes. Because, let's see what this guy does. Because it's always good to have a nice lower lash look. There we go. Okay. Goes on great. I mean, it's very easy to apply. I'm not really sure what this little brush does, but I mean, I guess it smears it around some. I think I would have preferred to have a blender. Okay, so that is for the Kohl Gel Liner. I like it. It goes on really easy. but I don't really like the little brush at the end. It doesn't really do anything. Now I might try it for liner, but I mean, it really doesn't do anything for me. It might be a good liner brush, like gel liner that's not in the stick form. I don't know. I'll play around with that and tell you guys more about that when I figure out if, you know, what I'd like to do with it more. So that's the under eyes, and we're going to move on to the upper eyes. This is the Fierce Flick. So we're going to go ahead and just start with that. Okay. Goes on nicely. It's not bleeding. And you can even use the tip to line it. That does really well. Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye and then be right back. Okay, so this is the felt tip liner. I went from doing a very thin, small line to a much more prominent wing, because I just decided, well, why not, right? Trying out a product, might as well really try it out. This is a nice black. It's really black, and so that makes it very good for winged eyeliners or anything like that. It's typical of a felt tip where it picks up the product on your eyes, like your eyeshadows or eye creams or anything like that that you have on already. But after a few seconds, it's back. I would definitely suggest storing it like this as opposed to like this. I store all my felt tips like this, and it doesn't leak out or anything like that. It just helps keep them moist, because if they don't get dry, then they'll be much easier to work with. But yeah, I like it. I really like it. Okay, on to the mascara. So, since I've been just destroying the name of them, it is called the Ciate London Wonder Wand Mascara. It is in Black Magic, and we will go ahead and start off with it. I will tell you something, a little trick about this. I take a little bit of toilet paper or something else, and you see how it gets goo on the tip of it every time you pull it out? Instead of wiping it back on your you know, the inside, we have a habit of just going like this. Don't do that. Just like wipe it off on here, just dot, 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 and it comes off, and then throw that tissue away, and your wand is clean, and it's not going to be placed back inside of your mascara tube. I always do the top of my lashes first, and then rock back and forth with my base lashes. When I'm not using fake lashes, I am not using fake lashes today because I want to get the full effect of the mascara. I want to see what its capabilities are. Other mascaras with the same type of wand has an amazing turnout for me, so let's just see. Let's give it a go. Get these bottom lashes, knock those out. I'm going to go ahead and go underneath again. It's definitely a really good black. I like the color of the mascara. It definitely dries fast, so you're going to want to do a second coat, bam, like right after you do your first coat. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Okay, that is a full 2 coats. No mascara? Mascara. What do you guys think? I'm going to go ahead and finish applying this off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I will say that I like the actual color of it. I like the wand, but for some reason when you go to apply the second coat, it has a tendency to get clumpy. So that's not really much desired, but I mean, it's really pretty, and I want to give it another shot or two before I really rule it out of something that I wouldn't like. But I'm going to wear it all day and see if it bothers my eyes, and then I can leave that review on it below and see if it flakes down or anything like that. Okay, now it didn't have a blush in it, so I went ahead and added one of my blushes from Tarte onto my cheeks. Now I'm moving on to the highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and tap a little e.l.f. brush that it's used for highlighting. You can use it for anything really, but I'm going to go ahead and tap it on my cheeks. Oh, that's very pretty. What a pretty color. And I'm going to do it on the high points of my face, but not over a lot, because when you put a lot on your forehead, it can accentuate your wrinkles. And let's just face it, I need some Botox right now. I'm just going to be real, not trying to be fake over here, but I need some. And if I added it to where my wrinkles are on my forehead, it would only just accentuate. It's very pretty. It's not just really beautiful looking, but it's also very blendable looking. You can go from natural to like bam glam. Cupid's bow, as always. Little tiny bit on the chin. Now I'm going to take my finger and dab it on the very tip of my nose to give it a little upturned effect, and then right on the smooth bridge of my nose. Wow, that's really beautiful. I really, really, really love that. Okay, so next and final step is our lips that we got. Okay, so we have Oh Honey, Delight, and Pinup. These are the colors. This is Oh Honey. This is Oh Honey. This is Delight, and this is Pinup. I'm going to go for Pinup because, well, that kind of goes along with the look. I really think that I could use Delight as well, but Oh Honey is too warm for this look. So let's give it a go. They have a very moussey feel. Okay, so that is our 12 Days of Ciate look. I actually really love this look. I think it turned out fantastic. All it needs is a little bit of setting spray and okay, a lot of setting spray. But I absolutely love it. I love the eyeshadows. I love everything about it so far. So, thank you guys for watching, and I really appreciate it. And if you like this, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little notification bell so that you can be notified every time I make a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, much love.